I have a Renogy 2000 watt inverter. It's about a year and a half old, and I was getting ground fault. The GF or light coming on. Decided to pull it out and found this bad solder joint. You can kind of see it was cold solder. Also, maybe when that broke, we have a burnt trace right here. Sorry. It's on the ground fault board. Probably blew that when I was getting a lot of resistance on the neutral. I'll put it back together and that should fix it. But I've been running my microwave with this and in my RV, and maybe at even like up to 10 minutes at a time, and I never had any problems. But I do have pretty good sized wires, and I've been fan cooled it in the compartment I got it. Anyways, there's one thing to look at if you have that ground fault. Let's give it a test. Odd enough, when I plugged it into those outlets, it didn't give a fault, but in my motorhome I have it hooked up to the terminals and it was giving me a fault. So I think that wire, mainly it was that wire that came off on the neutral that was causing the problem. But even then I found not so good solder joints on that board. So let me turn it on. I think it's about 1500 watts. And I'm drawing 100 amps off this old battery I use for my boat. I'll test it in the motorhome, see if it still faults when I hook it up to the terminals. Well, I got it back in, ran the microwave. Everything works fine. I know that's pretty cramped space to put everything. I got 2 batteries inside, one outside where the old battery was over there. 50 amp solar charger. The Renogy Inverter. But I still had a ground fault when I turned the refrigerator on. So I had to replace, as you can see down in that little tube, that's where the electric heater is, and I usually run that when there's plenty of sunlight and I don't need all the battery capacity. So anyways, it's good to pull it out. I had a screw missing up in here, and I took the flue apart and brushed it out, which a bunch of crap came out. But I think that wire, the loose neutral, was definitely a problem. I'm glad I took it out and looked at it. You might want to, if you buy one of these, open it up and just look at the work, because factories, sometimes they slap things together and they do cold solder joints and you can see them right away. I found one, the neutral's almost off, was off, and also another solder joint was really badly done, so I redid that one. So there's a word for the wise. If you buy a Renogy, check it for, pull it up, pull the bottom off, pull the plate off, and look inside of it. Anyways, I gotta wait a couple of days for the heater to come in, and I think I'll be back in business for the summer.